Welcome to Career Spark Plus Bites, giving you actionable career insights in 5 minutes or less. Let's talk interviews. Most people bomb in the first few minutes of the interview when they're asked the simple questions about themselves. They ramble, they go chronological, and they bore the interviewer to death. By the end of this video, you'll have a 3-sentence formula that makes interviewers lean in and listen, not start checking their watch. So stay with me. Here's what most people don't understand about interviews. Your interviewer's working memory can hold about 7 pieces of information. That's it. That's neuroscience. But most candidates dump 20 minutes of their work history in the first 60 seconds. Their birthplace, the university they went to, every job they've had since 2010. The interviewer's brain hits cognitive overload. And when that happens, it starts to delete information. So by the time you finish, they've forgotten everything you've said, except for perhaps thinking, well, this person talks a lot. Worse than that, you never told them the one thing they actually care about. Can you solve my problem? So here's what works instead. Here's 3 sentences to weave into that opening part of the interview that work. That's it, just 3. So sentence number 1 is landing who you are professionally, not your job title, but your identity as the problem solver. So as an example, I'm a finance professional who turns messy data into strategic decisions. Not, I'm a senior financial analyst at XYZ Corporation. You see the difference? One of them is telling them your existing job. The other one is telling them what you will deliver for them. This works because their brain is scanning for, does this person solve the problems I have? And you can answer that in 10 seconds flat. Now, sentence number 2 to weave in is your superpower. What's the one thing you're genuinely brilliant at that's relevant to the role? So another example. I'm pretty good at spotting patterns in data that other people miss and translating that into action plans for non-technical stakeholders. This is where you differentiate yourself, because everybody can do the job, but not everyone can do this specific thing the way that you can. Psychologically, this triggers what's called authority positioning. You're demonstrating specific expertise, not generic competence. Sentence number 3, why you've applied for the role. Connect your superpower to their problem. So the example, I saw the role focuses on improving forecasting accuracy for the leadership team. And that's exactly where I thrive, making complex numbers simple and actionable. Now you've given them your identity, your differentiation, and your relevance in just 3 sentences. Their brain doesn't have to connect the dots. You've connected it for them. So let's put that all together into a single answer. I'm a finance professional who turns messy data into strategic decisions. I'm particularly good at spotting patterns others miss and translating that into action plans for non-technical stakeholders. I saw that the role focuses on improving forecasting accuracy for the leadership team. And that's exactly where I thrive, making complex numbers simple and actionable. That's like 30 seconds. It's clear, it's confident, it's direct, it's relevant, and there's no fluff. Compare that to, well, I graduated from Manchester in 2010 with a degree in economics. Then I joined the graduate scheme at X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. Which one makes the interviewer's brain go, do you know what, this person can solve my problem? Which one makes them want to keep listening? The first one works because it respects their cognitive load. You gave them 3 memorable pieces of information, not 20 forgettable ones. So here's the homework. Write down your 3 sentences. Read them out loud. And if you can't say them without looking at the notes, then they're probably too complicated. So simplify them and go again. Remember, Interviewers don't hire CVs. They're hiring people who can solve their problems. Your job in that first couple of minutes of the interview is to prove that you're that person. 3 sentences. That's it. Now go write them down. If you found this useful, subscribe for more SPARC Plus Bites. It's no fluff, just stuff you can actually use. And I'll see you next time.